Hello and welcome back to Tarot Tuesday. Today we're talking about reversals. Reversals. Now you know how I feel about reversals if you've been watching these videos for some time. I don't typically read them. Reason being, reversals are really just us putting a lot of meaning into the cards that doesn't need to be there. The cards are a tool, therefore we should use them minimally in our readings so that we are really tapping into our own intuition and our own abilities to connect with our recipients. As I've mentioned in videos past, what does a reversal mean? It means if the card shows up in your reading, if you've got the Death card here, it's right side up, it means one thing, but if it shows up in your reading upside down, it means something else. And there's a lot of books that are written that show you both meanings. You can also just divine the reverse meaning based on what you know of the upright meaning. Each video where I talk about cards, I will usually tell you what the understood reverse meaning is. There's a lot of different ways that you can get that information. Now, all that said, I do occasionally read reversals, but only when I use this deck. This is Revelations Tarot, and this deck was illustrated deliberately to show reversals. This is the only deck that I use where I will read reversals. So when I have a client who comes in and they choose this deck to be read from, I know I'll be reading the reversals. So let me give you an example here of the star. You can see right side up. The color influence here, the energy, the action of the card is very, very clear. When I reverse it, you'll see there's a secondary image there that looks very, very different from what it was right side up. And yet it is the same card. Two meanings in one card, depending on which way it shows. So if I lay these cards out into a Celtic cross spread, I'm not paying attention to which direction they're falling in. When the card goes down, I don't flip it over to be right side up. When I'm sitting with this deck, I leave the cards where they lie. So that way, if I look at the spread, I see I've got some cards that are fully upright, and then I have some like this here that are reversed. And so I'm gonna have to read the artwork that is currently appearing upright, even though the card is reversed. In this case, when I say I read the artwork, I'm not looking at it going, ooh, what's the symbols here? What do I know about this card? What do I know about the meaning of this card? I just focus on it and go, okay, there's something here that is coming up energetically from my sitter. What do they need from me? And so I will work with the cards in that way. This deck is really fun for me because I don't use it that often. And so when I do, it's always like a little fun playtime. Each card is illustrated so beautifully to show the reverse meanings of things that I really enjoy when I do see this deck. Plus, I like that it builds reversals into the way you read with it. So again, reminder, these cards are created by people. The meanings are created by people. The spreads are created by people. You're a person, you can do what you want to do. You don't have to follow these rules. So this deck was created by someone who said, you know what? I want to make it easier to know reversals. I'm going to do the illustration with reversals built in. And that's what they did. Again, if you are interested in this deck, I will put a link in the description sending you to where you can go to buy it. Again, it's called the Revelations Tarot, and that's my reversals. So hope you have a great Tarot Tuesday. We'll see you next time.